Hey everybody, this is Alex with Outbuild, and today I'm going to show you our Schedule Impact Request feature. The Schedule Impact Request feature is all about making sure that you can always tell the story of what changed on the schedule and why. So when something happens in the field where a task is going to get delayed or pushed out, and that potentially will have an impact on the overall milestone schedule, the field team is able to communicate that clearly back to the office team, who can then preview the impact and then directly edit the schedule to accommodate that change if needed. So let me show you how this works. So first of all, let's put on our superintendent hats and pretend we're out in the field and that a particular task that we're working on is getting delayed and pushed out a little bit. As you can see right now, this curtain wall task is expected to finish next week. But let's pretend for a second that something slowed us down and it's going to take us an extra day to finish this. And what that means is you can see that if we push out by one day, we're going to go beyond those master schedule guardrails. So let's see what happens when we do that. All right, so I'm going to make this a 6-day duration instead of 5. That's going to push it beyond the guardrails of our master schedule. And you can see this new icon that popped up. And this is alerting me as the superintendent that the change that I just made has a potential schedule impact. So when I click on this, this is where I can put in the details of what's going on and then submit that schedule impact request back to the office. So let's actually see how that plays out. I can select a reviewer back in the office. This would be a curated list of people who have that permission for this project. Let's use a very common delay reason. And then all I have to do is send this request. And that's it. From my perspective as a superintendent, I'm now done with the process. I will get an alert when this thing is managed back in the office. So for example, if it's approved or rejected, I'll find that out later. But now I can go on with my day. Now let's pretend we are the PM back in the office. Let's see what it looks like from their perspective. So now I'm a PM in the office. First of all, I received an email notification that let me know that there was a potential schedule impact that I need to review. And when I come into Outbuild, I can see this little alert here on the schedule impact request icon. So here it is. This is the schedule impact request that was just submitted by Superintendent Alex in the field. If I click on it, I can see all of the details about it. So there was a material delay. It also is letting me know this is on the critical path, obviously important information to be aware of. And importantly, I can preview the change. The schedule activity that was affected or potentially affected by that task duration change is the floor 4 facade. So now I can see what it looks like if I have to shift that out a little bit, and it's calculating all the variances from my baseline schedule for me. So I can understand completely what this is going to do to my schedule, and then I can decide to approve or reject it. Let's approve it in this case, and there we go. Now my schedule has been updated to accommodate that field change. So the superintendent back in the field will get an alert that that was approved, just so they can sort of close the book on that and keep moving forward. So all of that is tracked in Outbuild. You've now got a very clear view into what changes were made on the schedule and when. So our hope is that this feature is going to make it much easier for you to not only keep the schedule up to date, but also to tell the story of the changes that happen to your schedule inevitably over the course of a project. We hope you enjoy it.